Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from 5 group. Consists of me myself, Happy Nur Cahyanti, and my friends Lutfia Khairutunisa and Nur Aini. In this video, we would like to present about festival and culture in Europe. In Europe, consists of East Europe, South Europe, Middle Europe, West Europe, and North Europe. So the first, I would like to present the festival cultural events in East Europe. The first is Russia. In Russia, there is the Orthodox Christmas. Almost all the Russians celebrate the occasion of Christmas on January 7, when the families get together to attend the church services that take place on the Christmas Eve, 6 January. It is considered one of the most religious Russian Moscow festival celebrations, when people enjoy the Holy Supper, including the dish made of porridge with the raisins known as kutia. On either the Christmas night or the Christmas Eve, you also have the opportunity to attend the conventional midnight mass in a beautiful Russian church. There are many people who like to stay awake all the night at the church, while others prefer to visit the churches on the Christmas morning itself. So, the second is Latvia. In Latvia, there is Latvian Song and Dance Festival. The All Latvian Song and Dance Festival has been held since 1873, normally every 5 years. During the festival's exhibitions of photography, art and folk craft, orchestra concert, and a festival parade also take place. Even in competitions leading up to the event occur throughout the period between festivals. Approximately 30,000 performers altogether participate in the event. Although usually folk song and classical church song are sung, when emphasized on a cappella singing, recently modern and popular songs have been incorporated into the repertoire. So the next is Moldova. In Moldova, there is National Wine Day. The greatest wine producers of Moldova gathered together at the Great National Assembly Square in Chisinau and celebrate wine, which is also considered the national product. This is the most popular festival of Moldova and attracts the greatest number of tourists. A tourist information point will be placed from where visitors are taken on wine tours and cellars, tasting rooms, underground galleries, and other wine destinations. While you taste some of the finest wine of Moldova, you can also witness the concert of live folk and modern music. The festival offers you as much as 300 varieties of wine from over 40 major wineries. So next, in Portugal. In Portugal, there is a Festival of the Sea. Festival of the Sea is held each year in July or August by the occasion in Cascais. The festival features regional culinary specialties, crafts, musical entertainment, wonderful parades, photography competitions, and kite activities like introductory sailing courses, a beach library, and boat constructions workshop. The atmosphere became more electric with the added help of local wines and brews. So the next is Spanish. In Spanish, there is La Tomatina in Bono. On the last Wednesday of August, the town of Banal in a Valencian community turns into a full-on tomato fight. There are many tales about how this festival all started. But the most accepted one is that it all started in 1945 in the plaza where people came to watch the gigantic white capacities. Some young people when wanting to participate were rejected, and as reference, grabbed some tomatoes from a stall and began throwing them. This same fight was repeated the next year and the year after that, always ending in the police stepping in to stop the fight. Now people come from all over to participate in this very massive festival. So the next will be presented by Lutfia Khairetunisa. The time is yours.
Okay, now I will explain some of the festivals and culture in the countries of Central Europe. First, in Hungary, there is Tiffany Lavender Festival that located in Tihany Lake Balaton, Hungary, and it's held on June. It's celebrated in honor of the bloom of the beautiful flower. It's a magical time when the scent of the flower fills the air and the green fields are suddenly filled with a beautiful shade of purple all around. A part of the celebrations include a flower show and a folk art event celebration as well. The second festival is also from Hungary. There is Paprika Festival that located in Koloksa, Baskyskun country, Hungary. Hungarians sure do love their paprika. In fact, they love it so much that they have dedicated an entire festival to it. The love for paprika combined with the love for traditional folk art and the aim to preserve it. The festival honors the traditional forms of art and celebrates the spice using fun events like cooking competitions, paprika and wine tastings, and much more. This is a really fun festival with lots of exciting events and good food. And if you are in the area, do try to attend the crazy celebrations. In Croatia, there is Zagreb Folk Fest, Croatia's rural culture festival. This annual folk festival shows the music and culture of Croatia and other European countries. There are open-air stages and concert halls all around the city, who will be performing groups and ensembles from Slovakia, Czech Republic, Turkey, Russia, and more. This festival is a great way to get a taste of each country's singular folklore. In Slovenia, there is custom drama. First come the men in floral hats, cracking disconcertingly long bullwhips. There follows a parade of elaborate floats, carriages, brass bands, and marches in the intricate, handmade traditional folk costumes of regions throughout Slovenia and beyond. The diversity of cultural heritage, some 50 dialects and 24 distinct culinary regions in this tiny country is on full display at this aptly titled National Costumes and Clothing Heritage Days. Castelkavnik is a charming medieval gateway to the Alps, and the beer capital of Slovenia, with 6 award-winning microbreweries in a town of just 13,000. In Poland, there is a festival named Juvenalia. It's located from university to the central square of the city. Juvenalia is a Polish term used to describe an annual holiday given to higher education students in Poland. It started in the 15th century in Krakow. This festival is celebrated every year before the students' summer exams either in May or in early June. Juvenalia has a standard format where students in colorful dress code parade at the beginning. The mayor of the city then hands over the keys to the city's intricate to the students. This is a symbolic gesture indicating that for the next 3 days there shall be no lectures. In Romania, there is a festival named Maiden Fair. The Maiden Fair on the Gaina mountain is the oldest and the biggest traditional celebration in Romania. taking place in the Avram Ainku village in the Apuseni Mountains on the closest Sunday to the Saint Elijah celebration on July 20. In olden times, this festivity was a gathering of the locals where family and friends were united, and it was also a matchmaking festival. The young women came with their parents and their treasure, and if a match was made, the marriage was celebrated on the spot by the local priest. Also from Romania, there is a cabbage festival. The cabbage festival is organized over the first weekend in October in Mosna, a charming little Saxon village. The festival takes place in the village center and is an opportunity to taste traditional recipes with cabbage and to discover Romanian cuisine. In the village, you can visit the Saxon fortified church, a heritage of the old German colonies of Transylvania, brought to the country to defend the southern border of what used to be the Kingdom of Hungary in medieval times. And then the next in Slovakia, there is a Salamander Days. Every second week in September, its center is filled with people who have come to partake in Days of the Salamander. The salamanders serve as a symbol of the city because legend has it the discovery of gold resting under two salamanders was the starting point of the development of this medieval town located in a calcareous living volcano.
Okay, here I want to continue the presentation, and the next is I will explain about the festival and culture in the West Europe. The first is Austria. There is a festival called Krampus Night. The festival is filled with various people wearing a gruesome costume known as Krampus. The Krampus is a mythological creature with the shape of God's head and a human body. Krampus is also referred to as one of the demons in Christianity. On the streets of the big cities in Austria, there will be many adult men who are dressed as Krampus, while carrying a wooden stick and will catch and beat naughty children, so that they will quickly become good and can get gifts from Santa Claus next Christmas. The next is Belgium, the Zynek Parade. The Zynek Parade is a biennial parade held in the city of Brussels, Belgium, since 2000. It is a cultural event organized by the Zynek Association, which brings together at each edition about 1,500 participants. The director of the Zynek Association talked about the desire to build bridge between these parts of the city. The organizer of the parade aimed to work with a large variety of institutions, schools, cultural central organizations, and societies. This parade also chose different themes for each parade. The parade was established with the aim of connecting the many different cultures, communities, and districts within Brussels. The next is in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, there are two festivals. The first is Keukenhof Festival, held on 22nd March until 21st May. This festival in the Netherlands is a regular annual flower festival that has been going on since 1949, which has become a strong tradition of the Dutch people. Keukenhof is the world's largest flower garden with an area of 32 hectares each year with 7 billion flowers blooming. And then King's Day or Koningsdag. Every April, the people of the Netherlands throw a big birthday party for their king. Since August 85. The people of the land of windmills have indeed celebrated the birthday of their leader according to their respective birthdays. When Koningsdag is celebrated, the tourists will see celebration in all corners of the city of Amsterdam and throughout the country. The next is in the England, Tripping the Colour at 8 June. Tripping the Colour is a parade especially held to celebrate the birthday of the Queen of England. At this festival, visitors will see the Queen of England join a horse-drawn carriage directly. In addition, tourists can also witness the cool attraction of British Air Force fighters in the air. And the next is London Design Festival. The next free festival that visitors must see when visiting the UK is the London Design Festival. This festival will last for 8 days, which is from September 14 to 22nd. The London Design Festival features with a wide variety of art installations that will be placed in public spaces. The next is Ireland, St. Patrick's Day, celebrated annually on March 17. Irish people hold St. Patrick's Day as a cultural festival, as well as a memorial service commemorating St. Patrick in introducing Christianity. In celebration of St. Patrick's Day, Irish people will wear all green attributes from the top to their toes. Green is considered an Irish symbol nicknamed the Emerald Isle and represents the Catholicism traditionally. The next is France. France, festival Salon du Chocolat. Salon du Chocolat is a festival that must see show by the tourists. The festival is attended by chocolate makers from France, cities, and other countries. They introduce and serve a wide variety of chocolate making. In addition, there is also a chocolate fashion show, which is attended by the best designer in Paris. The next is Fête du Citron, from February 18 to March 9 at the city and France. Menton Riviera held a celebration of lemon fruit. The lemon festival is marked by the construction of sculptures made of lemons and enrich. Parade vehicles decorated with lemons that parade the street with the groups of folk and stick swinging mayonnaise. The evening procession was followed by fireworks lit and the waters of the Mediterranean Gulf. German Carnival Cologne. Carnival in Cologne is a costume festival that usually takes place in February for 6 days. The festival is accompanied by parade, people dress up in costume, and of course music. The second festival actually originated in Venice to commemorate the turn of New Orleans into Rio de Janeiro. This festival is held almost all over the world. In Germany, the festival is very unique, that use costume for 2 weeks and held parades. And then Swiss. In the Swiss, there are also a festival called Journée Marathon. It is one of the best running events in the Alpine mountains, starting at St. Nicholas and finishing at Rafelburg, and can climb up to Journée at an altitude 3,089 meters. The marathon covers a route of 42.2 kilometers. And then the next is Sweden. In Sweden, there is a festival called Midsummer. The Midsummer Festival is held to celebrate the longest daylight hours of summer. This event has the roots of pagan tradition to celebrate fertility and be grateful for the harvest obtained. The Midsummer Festival is filled with decorating and raising a pool symbolizing fertility and is known as May Pool or May Stang. Then, once the pool is erect, everyone will gather around the pole and then dance and sing a special midsummer celebration song. And then the next is festival and culture in the North Europe. The first is in the Denmark, Aarhus Festuge. Location it on Aarhus, Denmark, and the time it's held on 28 August until 6 September. Visitors can enjoy a wide variety of attractions and cultural shows like local band, dance, documentaries, cultural workshop, and delicious cuisine. For over 10 days from the end of August to the start of September. The festivities include parks, civic hall, church, and other community buildings throughout the city of Aarhus. The next is Ice Music Gelio. This ice festival takes place during winter in Gelio, Norway. There are many artists and music lovers who come to participate in this festival. Instruments used in this music festival such as guitar, violin, and other musical instruments. The next is in the East Island, Reykjavik Winter Light Festival. The Winter Light Festival celebrates winter and the daylight that arises after the dark days of winter are over. Many people are drawn to this beautiful event where all the buildings of facades of the sea are illuminated to celebrate to the arrival of daylight back to the country. This very important festival for islanders that lasts 4 days where events such as museum night and pool night take place. And the next in the Finland. In the Finland also has a festival called Helsinki Festival. Finland's largest art festival will once again provide a diverse program of events throughout the city, with experiences ranging from classical to world music and pop, from drama to contemporary dance, and from visual art to film and children's events. Visitor invite and encourage tonight of the arts of the get carried away with our Fringe program. This is a festival that brings the arts to everyone. That's all our explanation from the fifth group. If you have any mistake, please give me apologize. Please give up apologize. And thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.